the 1090-30 kit. This fits 2007, 2014 Ford Edges, 07 to 15 Lincoln MKX, the Ford Fusion, Milan Mazda CX-9, basically everything on the CD3 platform from Ford, though most people put it on a Ford Edge. The parts are the same ones we use in the front as the Ford Explorer. In the rear, it's the same spring spacers we use on the old F-150 two-wheel drive pickup trucks. So, installation notes, when you put it in, on the front, there's an 8mm stud on the stock part. We can't source that. We can only source these 10mm studs, so you may have to open up the hole slightly with like a 7/16 drill bit. It's a 10mm hole in the chassis, so slight clearancing required. On the rear, it's a fairly easy install. Just drop the arm and the spring. Our part goes above the rubber isolator. When you install it, it's usually easier to undo the inboard side of the suspension arm to pull the spring out and then put it back together that way. The kit comes with everything you'll need, which is these 8 nuts to go on there. You'll reuse the stock hardware on the lower mount. As you can see, the part is offset. This gives us a 1/2 degree of camber change to get back some of that, get back to zero, your positive camber. On a McPherson strut suspension, as you lift it up, the tire goes positive. And so what we're doing with this offset spacer is we're bringing it back to zero. We have a separate video to explain that, and you can watch that one later. This kit allows it to fit up to a 265/65/18 tire, which is a 31.5-inch tire. So you can see here, the main limit is the spring basket clearance on the front. And on the rear tire, there's a seam that also is about that tight. So I don't recommend anything larger than a 265/65/18. You don't need to change any shocks or anything to make this work. It's a fairly straightforward install. You can expect 3 to 4 hours plus an alignment, and then you can put on the wheels and tires of your choice.